We are back. We got a Ramona call today. I'm going to get right into the call as usual. I just want to quickly summarize the first 30 minutes or so because it's mostly just set up, not too interesting. Basically, Ramona's phone got hacked. Her brother's credit card info was on there and it got leaked, and he had some money stolen as a result. So she had to basically spill all the details about Lorne to her family in order to explain what happened. And now Lauren is going to be talking to her brother for the first time.
Oh, okay, Lorne, it's my brother. Hold on.
Okay.
Lorne, my brother is on the call. Okay, so,
Ramona? Hi.
hey, bro.
Who's this? Hey, Ramona, what's going on?
Nothing. I want to say, I'm gonna try not to cry.
What's going on?
I'm gonna stay at mom and dad's tonight. And I'm so sorry about everything that.
About my fucking credit card and all my money. Mom and Dad are fucking freaking out.
I know.
Freaking out.
I know. And I'm like down in the basement. They're upset.
Oh yeah, upset's the understatement.
Please don't be upset.
What are you doing? What are you doing with this guy? He's stealing our money now?
No. Listen. No, he didn't. Listen. It was somebody who hacked into my phone who was affiliated with him. Oh God, this isn't funny.
Listening to Ramona try to stumble through this explanation is like, have you ever been like laughing at a Lorne call a little bit too loud and somebody's like, what are you watching? And then you have to try to fucking explain it to somebody with like no information. It's so awkward. It's like, all right, so there's this guy, you remember that show on NBC? Well, he's a sex predator and she's pretending to be his girlfriend. That's a therapist. It's, I'm watching porn, okay? Forget it. It's just porn. It's easier that way.
It's not. They weren't affiliated with him. He.
Make up your mind. Were they associated with him or were they not?
Lauren. Don't yell at me. You never yell at me like this. Don't start now. Just, Lauren, tell him that you're a good guy and tell him that everything's going to be amazing. And just tell him.
I'm a good guy now because of what Ramona's helped me with.
That's not reassuring, dude. Like, oh yeah, I was a piece of shit, absolutely. But then, your sister here kind of molded me into the wonderful person that I am now a month later. I like how Ramona, like her brother raising his voice slightly is like, you've never yelled at me like that. And meanwhile, Lorne, who most likely was screaming at her at the top of his lungs within like a day of this call, has just no sense of irony there. I mean, this is the guy who like put his feet up on the chair in the Sting house without thinking twice and not feeling out of place at all in this $20 million mansion. So he doesn't he doesn't really relate things to his own life. The rules are always different for him.
It's not me. I don't steal, and I didn't steal anybody's money, and I don't know.
You don't steal. Who stole my $5,000?
I don't know. I have no idea. I keep getting letters in the mail that I tell me that Ramona and Emma aren't real and that they're playing with me. And
what's Emma? Who's Emma? Ramona's real. She's my fucking sister. Who's Emma?
Emma is the girl who introduced. TJ knows her. Emma is the girl who introduced me to Lorne.
Another person I got to put on my Christmas card list, huh? So, Lorne, you don't know who took my money. You don't steal. You're a good guy.
I don't steal. I've never stolen in my life. The letter that I had, that I got, has the address on it. The first letter I've gotten where somebody put the address on it.
Give me the address.
That's what I was just about to do with Ramona. I was give her the address.
No. Lauren, give me the address. Give me the address later. Bro, I'll get it to you. Um, bro, God, I've never heard you like this.
Why
I
can't
know
people just be honest?
I know everybody's mad at me, and mom and dad are so upset. I'm not used to anybody being this mad at me, and I know everybody's mad at
Mom's
me.
going to give you a good kick in the pants for this. A good kick in the pants.
I just want everybody to get along, and after what happened with when they found out about me and Lauren's past, after that,
they're real happy about that. And now you got money getting stolen and all this kind of bullshit because of this guy. And now he's saying he's just a good guy.
I don't even go on the internet. I'm not on the internet anymore. I haven't been on the internet for months.
Now, Lauren, that wouldn't happen to be because the federal government told you you would go to jail if you did go on the internet, would it? I don't think you get points for that if that's the case. Also, like, I love Ramona's like happy, wholesome family. Like, oh, she's gonna give you a kick in the pants. Lauren just listens to that without like thinking twice about it. Meanwhile, in his own family, he's telling a story about how his mom threw a shoe at his 11-year-old brother so hard that when it missed, it broke a window, and he's laughing about it like it's a cute story. But it doesn't occur to him that maybe other families aren't like that, even when he's listening to it. I don't know. I think he's only listening like 10% of the time.
Not on the internet. Why are you not on the internet? Did somebody call Yahoo Police?
No. Bro, listen. Can I tell you something
Yahoo
about
Police.
you? Like,
Backtrace your IP.
Go ahead. Find me.
And since you already know about Lorne, and since you already know about things in his past, can I trust you to keep this part of everything from Mom and Dad? I don't know if they know.
I don't want to tell Mom and Dad jack shit because Mom and Dad are beyond upset. They are so upset with you right now.
I know. Listen.
You've got these two handsome, rich guys in love with you. I don't understand what you're doing with this kind of stuff.
Just
I love how the doctor and the therapist both like immediately violated their like oath of office or whatever, their fucking, you know, professional decorum, and just instantly started hitting on Ramona. None of that's surprising to Lorne though, because this is the guy who thinks that doctors walk around with boners all day because they get to see vaginas. So he's got the mentality of a 12-year-old, and they just play right into it. It's great.
Just listen, because I want you to understand.
I'm listening.
Why
I'm all ears.
money was taken, and just why. Because I don't want you to think Lorne took your money. He did not, and that I have no doubt in my mind. It was not him.
He did molest that child though,
Lorne.
or tried to, and that other child,
How much do you know? How much did Mom and Dad tell you?
and that other child too.
How much did Mom and Dad tell me between crying?
Well, yeah.
They're telling me that you're dating a sex offender, you're crying every night because you're being abused, yet you think you have feelings for this guy. They don't know why you're not married with kids, driving around in a Mercedes. They don't know what the hell you're doing with your life. And now, Lorne Armstrong. You have Lorne Armstrong, who just told me he didn't steal. I'm on Google right now.
He didn't. Oh, listen. Oh, God, don't Google his name. Please don't Google
Don't do that.
Please don't Google his name.
I'm a little late for that. All right, I'll Yahoo his name. I'll Bing his name.
Alta
Mr.
Vista.
Jeeves his name. Who is Betty? You say you never stole. Who is Betty?
There's somebody that I owe money to.
Instantly, within like a minute. I love how like he just takes it for granted that his life is such an open book on the internet that there's like an appendix of all of his fucking misdeeds where he's like, okay, let's see, Lorne never stole, huh? So let's type in Lorne : steal : money. What's this about you stealing these times? It's just he takes it for granted that everything he does is is out there to be searched and found, but he still feels comfortable lying about stuff that's just easily verifiable with even a brief amount of searching. I guess he doesn't think about it.
That
Why do you owe her money?
I'm going to be paying
Lorne,
Betty.
Why do you owe her money?
I did not intentionally steal money from Betty.
You unintentionally stole money?
That money was stolen from me.
Wait, but who did you steal it? Did you steal it from her? Did somebody steal it from you?
I took it from her to do a job and wound up getting it stolen from me because of the frame of mind that I was in.
Lorne's siblings. Lorne, I don't even know where to begin with telling him this.
All right, so there was this kid named Bunky. I like I like how now the story is that his siblings stole the money from him, whereas even in Lauren's own words, the story that he tells is that he just assumed that he got paid $10,000 for his job and assumed all of that was profit and just split it. And then he didn't have enough money to pay the bills and take care of the company, which is not his siblings' fault. And beyond that, they even were like, it's okay, just don't pay us for a little while until you get the business back on its feet. But he was like, oh, I'm not going to be in business with people who take advantage of me like that, who accept the money that I stupidly give them. Like, even in his own lies that are made up to make him look better, he looks like shit.
Okay, so Lorne's siblings, Lorne's siblings had used him, and please understand this, and he had done work for one of them, and he said, don't worry about paying me, just make me mac and cheese. Then he lent one of them money.
What, mac and cheese? What? Macaroni and cheese? What does that have to do with anything?
And so then, bro, just listen. And so then he lent one of them money, and he said, don't pay me back, just give me meatballs. And then he lent another one of them money, and he said, don't pay me back, make me deviled eggs. And he never got the meatballs, he never got the mac and cheese, he never got the deviled eggs.
Well, I can understand that. If I didn't get macaroni and cheese and deviled eggs, I would probably steal $30,000 too.
And go off and, groom a series of children. It's amazing to me that Lauren can hear this story in like plain English and not be embarrassed or not like realize how incredibly stupid it sounds. But
And what is this? There's the video here.
No. Listen.
Bunky?
oh, they did get to Bunky. That's great.
Bro, just
Now you'll understand.
So then,
I mean, I like Kraft Dinner anyway, but go ahead.
Bro, so then he basically was so heartbroken over the fact that he didn't get those 3 entrees that he went to Nashville, and he was going to be a country singer, and he can sing really well, and he writes me poems and he writes songs. He's a very good singer. So after that,
yeah,
and he still hasn't told me like what made him decide to do that, but he decided that he wanted to be a country singer, and so he went to Nashville, and I think that's pretty cool. And I mean,
he sounds like a bad Phineas and Ferb episode or something. So Warren didn't get macaroni and cheese and meatballs, so he became a country singer and stole money.
Lauren, please take over. Lauren, please.
I don't understand this. Why are you not with the therapist? He calls all the time. He calls all the time for you.
Look, just hush. Lauren, please take over. I can't do this.
All right, take over, Lauren.
Make it sound good, buddy.
What happened was I had done some work for my sister, and this is 3 years worth of example of what went on with me. I done $700 worth of work for my sister, and brought my crew up there, did it, and paid my crew, and told her just in return, just give me macaroni. I told her it's a Christmas present. In return, just give me macaroni and cheese for a Christmas present.
I like how it's a Christmas present, so here's what I want in return. And of course, in the other version of the story, he says, you don't have to get me anything in return. And even if he said, I'd like this in return, like, fucking A, dude, are you doing it out of the goodness of your heart, or is it a transaction for the meatballs? Even, you see what I mean? Like, even his stories that, like, he thinks makes him sound good, like, make him sound terrible. And this is the best he could come up with in all this time. This is like how he had all day to think of an excuse for why his breath smelled like beer in sex offender class, and the best he could come up with was that he had eaten some fermented fruit. Like he doesn't wait until he gets a good idea. He just kind of chooses the first idea and locks it in.
And I did the same for one of my brothers. I told him in return, make me have your wife make me some deviled eggs. I did the same thing to another brother. Gave him $425 for heating oil. Told him in return, your wife just make me some meatballs. And I never got the meatballs. I never got the deviled eggs. I never got the macaroni and cheese until the following year.
He didn't give you meatballs. Why not? You did all that work.
They didn't pay him back.
That's the way my family was. That's the way my
Not
family
even
was. I didn't
not even one meatball?
These were people, that's all I wanted. Just gratitude for helping them out.
Okay.
That's just the way they are. They didn't show any appreciation. But the following year, my sister brought down powdered macaroni and cheese and asked me for $500 to get her kids Christmas present. So I gave her $500 and I told her just do the same thing, eat macaroni and cheese, and just don't make.
So you just came to get something to eat?
No, sir, please. I just came to get something to eat. Never in all my years on television. I love how Lorne thinks this is going pretty well for him right now. Like he thinks that the brother is buying it, and this whole thing is working out for him. He's going to be able to talk his way out of it. And I'm remembering now. It's been a while since I listened to this call because I'm trying to get some more on the off the cuff responses or reactions to the videos rather than ones I've seen 100 times. But I'm remembering now that one of the reasons I like this is because it's like one of the greatest rug pulls of all time, where Lauren thinks that he's fucking talking himself up, and then the therapist comes in. It's good. It's good.
Evidently, that was too much for my family. Then my sister told my mother that I was trying to buy their love.
And
did you have your lawyer bring this up in court that they didn't give you food?
No.
No, he didn't sue them.
No wonder you lost.
But he doesn't talk to his siblings, and bro, you've always been there for me. And I just need you to understand this.
Usually you have good judgment. I just don't see what's going on. Now we're starting to get scammed out of money. Besides all the shit you're going through.
Okay, so here's what happened. So because of Lorne not getting those things, it really.
I know they should have let him keep the pizza and everything. I mean, it's unbelievable. This is unbelievable.
Well, because of Lorne not getting those things, it really messed him up, and so.
I told my husband $30,000 after I had over $60,000 into it, which I bought my house off my brother that I idolized for years, and I gave him $20,000 down, and everything was supposed to be paid up, and he was I found out a couple months after I bought the house that he was $2,500 behind the taxes and $6,000 behind the payments, and it didn't stop there. There was 3 years worth of that stuff. Then,
all right, so I understand now. So you left that job with Betty, and you took that money because you didn't have food. I get it. You got no appreciation in food.
No, I took the job because I intended to do the job. I didn't intend.
So what happened?
I didn't intend to get screwed out of money, and I wound up getting screwed out of money by people I cared about.
Lorne.
Right.
Lorne felt that because he got the money that Lorne felt that because the money that this lady Betsy had given him got stolen from him, that he didn't have to do the work for her. And so
Lauren didn't think that.
that's not what it.
What did you think?
They got somebody else over there to do the job and gave me the opportunity to go over and do it, but I was so ashamed that that's when I decided to just leave and go away so I could just be alone.
And become a
And
famous
so he
country
went to
singer.
Nashville to be a country singer. And he
Now, you said you were paying
never raped a
Betty
child.
back?
Bro,
How
listen, bro. Contrary to what mom and dad think, he's never raped a child. He, at least not that I know of. Lorne, I don't.
No, I never have.
Lorne's never raped a child. And like mom said, some snide remark when I came in about something about you dating a rapist or something. I didn't listen. I just she's had a bunch of things to say. But anyway.
But, Your Honor, how can I be a rapist if I'm a virgin? Take that. Have you seen this man's drawing of a vagina? Like, I guarantee he's never seen one in real life. But, oh man, this call is funny. It's just like, I've heard people shit talk this call as Ramona like defending Lorne, and they don't like it when she defends him. But I think they're totally missing the point. Like, her defense is, well, look, he's not an actual child rapist. He just groomed children. Or else, like, look, he never got his deviled eggs, and so he went and took $30,000. Like, that's her defense. It sounds like she's defending him based on like the context, but if you listen to what she's actually saying, it's the stupidest thing you've ever heard. She's taking all of Lauren's classic excuses and just kind of like laying them out in plain English without all his fucking many syllables and hemming and hawing, and it shows how stupid it is. But again, he's too stupid to understand what's going on, and he thinks he's doing okay here.
But the failed rapist.
Well, no,
She
well,
called
he
it.
didn't
Correct.
rape a child. Well,
Right.
he didn't, like, what happened was he was really upset, and he was really upset, and he was really lost. That's the word, Lorne. Lorne was lost. And so when Lorne went to Nashville to become a country singer, that really could have and should have been for him like this new beginning. Because Lorne, I think that had it worked out, you would have been a country singer and you would have been telling everybody back in Maine to kiss your ass, and that you're now rich and they're not. Am I right?
Yep.
And
So why are you a country singer?
well, he was going to karaoke, he said, but
Right.
something happened. I don't know if I need to get into it, but basically he got caught up in a sting. He didn't rape a kid.
Oh yeah. No, they caught him.
And so I don't know how much you and mom and dad know, but he got caught.
Mom and Dad watched the whole video.
They did what?
That whole video of him like sitting in the chair and getting the butt warmer going on and smiling at that girl Kayla. What was her name, Lauren? Kayla Marie Moore or something? And and then getting the whole, tackled by the police and all that. They've seen all of that stuff, and they don't know what to do. How are they going to bring him out to the club?
They did. Oh gosh.
They've seen all that, and they know you have two doctors, two big, handsome, rich doctors that want to date you, and you just keep blowing them off, and they don't understand. And put yourself in their shoes. You have a daughter. This is 20 years in the future, and you have a nice young daughter, and she has all these great men after her, and she's settling for this guy that makes her cry every night.
Okay, but have you seen Lorne? I mean, with looks like that, you can get away with a lot. This is funny. Like, I don't know. If you're in Lorne's shoes, you try to be the nicest guy that you possibly can because you can't make up for what you did in the past. Be like, I can't excuse it, but like, look at all these things I have to offer. I'm well established. Like, I've bettered myself. I've given back to the community. I do all this for charity, but he has absolutely nothing. And he just still somehow can sit there and try to like argue in favor of himself compared to a fucking doctor and like a fucking psychologist and just think that he in any way measures up. It's crazy. The delusion.
I mean, put yourself. How would you feel for your daughter?
But here's the thing.
I don't make her cry anymore, and I'm
Lorne,
if it weren't for Ramona, I wouldn't be the person I am today.
bro, can you level with me and understand this?
I'm having trouble understanding it. I really do. Now, Lorne, maybe
Oh, bro,
see if
let
I
me
can get
say this.
something to feed mom and dad. How
Bro, let me say this. Hold on, bro, let me say this. Lorne hasn't gotten drunk in, what's it been, Lorne? Is it 3 weeks?
A month, close to a month.
Oh my God, we're at a month? We're at actually
Woo!
Thursday. It was a Thursday 4 weeks ago. So we're at 4 weeks, bro, since
Okay,
Lorne
4
got
weeks
drunk.
sober.
It's pretty impressive.
He's been sober for 4 weeks.
And I still don't want beer or any
He
kind of
said he
alcohol.
doesn't want to drink anymore. He has been sober for 4 weeks, and I want to I want to be honest. I think, and Lauren, don't get mad at me for saying this.
Pay attention.
Okay, Lauren, please don't get mad at me. I think that his therapist, or not his therapist, I think that his counsel, not his probation officer. I think that his you didn't know he was on probation.
He's got officers, got therapists. He can't drink.
Well, okay, here's the thing. I think his probation officer should keep him on the breathalyzer. And now Barry, my therapist, doesn't think that that's a good idea. Well, he says something like that it's just a Band-Aid or whatever. But I think that as long as Lorne isn't drinking, it doesn't matter why he's not drinking. It's just that he's not drinking.
I like
And she's right. I mean, eventually, it took actually making him go back to jail for him to stop. But look at how much his life has improved since he stopped drinking. I mean, he's not, he's in shape. He's got a real in-person girlfriend. He isn't getting catfished anymore. He doesn't get angry or jealous. He loves his mom. None of those things. It's amazing what it can do. It really was all the alcohol.
green apple now and then, but I don't get drunk all the time.
Even if
What about
even if I don't have the breathalyzer, I still don't
Lauren?
drink
When
anymore.
was the last time you ate meat or an animal product at all?
When was the last time?
Because I'm a vegan, and
I know
Ramona-
Ramona's vegan. I know. And she wants me to be vegan too, and I
Right.
wouldn't do anything that's gonna make her happy when we're together. That's what I'm gonna do.
right? When was the last time you had some bacon?
Hey,
When was the last time you ate a taco?
I don't
or a
eat
hot dog?
bacon.
Do you eat tacos?
I don't know. I don't like tacos.
Do you eat hot dogs?
I used to eat hot dogs.
When was the last time you ate a hot dog?
Last time I ate a hot dog, I think I was like 5 or 6. I puked.
Oh, okay.
So you used to eat hot dogs, by which he means he was 5 years old. Like, what is he even? I don't even get the stuff that he chooses to lie about or not lie about. It's like, I guess if you're like a compulsive liar, you lie about stuff that doesn't even benefit you. And for Lauren, it really is just like reflexive. I mean, like, he probably doesn't eat a lot of those meats because, they're kind of expensive, for him. So I would imagine hot dogs and maybe like, just the cheapest ground chuck that comes in like that little fucking sleeve at Walmart, and it's like $1 a pound, and you just kind of you cook it up and shape it into the approximate shape of a circle, and those are hamburgers. I think that's probably the only meat that Lorne eats. I saw what he called steaks, and they don't look like steaks that I've seen.
Okay. Well, let me finish.
But I have eaten meat until I met Ramona, and she's been getting me more towards not eating meat.
I know Lorne is a vegan, and I know you're probably going to say, but the doctors, and I know that, but so anyway, so Lorne got caught in a sting, and
oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, and so he has a probation officer, and and so she works to make sure he's sober. But anyway,
I saw that. We were watching that. There was that episode. There was Lorne, and then there was that guy. What's his name? Dustin the Grazer or something. The guy with the cane.
You know something? I just remembered something. Mom told me a while ago. And I had forgotten. I didn't think of it until I actually had told Lorne this, but I didn't. It wasn't important information until just now. But I remember Mom used to watch that show when it was out, and I told Lorne that, and I said that she probably saw him, but I mean, she didn't think anything, like, you know what I mean? Like, Lorne, there were a bunch of people on the show, so when my mom watched that show and saw you, she saw a whole bunch of other people, so you didn't stick out to her in that.
The whole Green Squad was there. The whole Bowling Green Squad. With Lorne and Dustin and that big tall weird guy and that guy that thought he was a cop and they tased him.
They always have a little bit too much knowledge about TCAT stuff. I gotta say, Bowling Green was kind of a special one, though. It really was like some of the fucking dumbest predators they ever got on there. Lorne fit right in.
So, wait. Barry just messaged me. Hold on. Okay, he said he's going to be calling shortly.
As long as you don't get Dustin McFetridge after this.
Okay, hold on. I didn't go. Well, damn it, Lorne! I can't even say I didn't go like scouting. Like I didn't go looking to date a registered sex offender. Like,
did you go through that whole episode and just call everybody? Did you call like Michael Patterson? Did you try to date all of these guys on the show, and then Lorne was the only one that answered your call? I don't know how this happened.
No.
Did you text the whole Green Squad or just Lorne? How did you find him?
Just me. Texted just me. All the stuff that's going online.
Are you sure? Are you sure she just texted you and she didn't text the guy with the cane that wanted to sniff the underpants?
Lorne,
I'm quite positive because I believe in her.
I just don't understand. Where did you get her number? How did you text her?
I didn't text her. She texted me.
How'd you get his number, Ramona?
God damn it. Lorne, if you don't say it, I'm going to have to.
How did you get the number? I don't understand.
Brother got it from Emma. Your half brother got it from Emma.
Your half brother got it from Emma.
Yeah, but TJ got it from Emma, but
because you saw him on the show and you thought he was handsome.
No, just forget about that. Just forget about
How did you get the number? How did you find out who he was?
You saw stuff online. And
tell the truth. Don't make me tell Lorne what you did when you were 7. Because I'll tell. I'll tell.
Lorne.
Go ahead, tell me.
Oh God.
I'm about to tell.
Okay, shut up. Let me just tell him. Oh God. So this is what I love, bro, because even though we're angry at each other right now, we can still have back and forth banter.
Lorne, when Ramona was 7,
Okay, I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell you. Bro, be quiet. Bro, okay. I saw his registered sex offender profile and I messaged him.
What? What?
I thought you
Say that
told
again?
me online.
Way less embarrassing.
I
Now,
saw
most
his
people use like Match.com or OkCupid, and you're using the registered sex offender file for dating?
Well, I would rather look at registered sex offender profiles for a boyfriend or a husband than to look at OkCupid. That's thing one. Thing two, mom was talking about the show, and she was just like she was just amazed. This was like roughly maybe about a year ago. Mom was talking about the show, because like I think like Daddy had gotten it to her for her on DVD, or like she was watching episodes online. I don't know. She was doing something. She was watching the show, and she had just mentioned it to me and said that I need to watch some of the episodes. I need to watch, just because it would be entertaining. And so
It was going to either be Lorne or John Elliott or possibly Jim Rouch. It was a toss up. They're all equally handsome.
just because it would be entertaining. And so I Googled it. And so I Googled To Catch a Predator, and I Googled like something like To Catch a Predator, like not convicts, but To Catch a Predator, men who were caught, something along the lines of that. And
Contestants.
as a suggested search on Google, it said,
Believe what I'm hearing.
To Catch a Predator, Lorne Armstrong. And
Lord, this sounds weird, doesn't it?
saw his registered sex offender profile. I wasn't looking at him as this guy's a registered sex offender. I was looking at him like this guy looks like a nice guy who, I described it as there's a truth in his eyes, and that
there's registered sex offenders closer to us. You don't have to go all the way to Maine.
Damn. That was hard. That was rough, bro.
That's a pretty good one. There's a truth in Lauren's eyes. I don't understand how he can hear this shit with a straight face. He's like the least truthful human being. I guess he doesn't really think of himself that way. Like, since he only judges himself by what's in his head, he thinks that he tells the truth most of the time, and that it's only occasionally that he lies. It's crazy. He's just fully capable of holding like multiple conflicting ideas in his head at the same time without any conflict.
So, Lauren, get this. When Ramona was 7, she used to steal diapers, and because she was so small, she used to wear them, and she'd wear them under her clothes, and then she would just fill them up all day long, and nobody knew for like 2 weeks till we found a whole pile of diapers under the bed.
Oh, God. Damn it.
Can you?
Lauren just laughs about this, like, oh, what a cute story. Like, I'm pretty sure that if that was real, you would be like, that wouldn't be like a funny story. That would be like, and we had to take her to the psychiatrist, and like she had a disorder or something. Like, and also it starts off when she was 7 and slowly evolves to she fucking wears diapers now all the time. Lauren is just fine with it. They they didn't know then like how far they could push it with like the shit that Winnie did, but it's funny to see it evolve.
Believe that?
Damn it. And damn it. Bro, just shut up about me and diapers, okay? Just shut up. You're not supposed to.
You love the diapers. You love them.
Be quiet. Just be quiet.
Oh, Lord, how gross is that, right?
She told me she does.
You told Lauren?
The convenience.
I know. She like goes to these parties and she like has a bottle and like just is like goo goo gaga and they pay somebody to like change diapers and stuff.
I'm not.
Her mom and dad know the whole thing.
Oh God.
Mom and dad know about that, like that adult baby stuff you're into. It's so weird.
Lauren, one way or the other, you're gonna cause me to like completely be like ostracized out of my family, one way or the other, and I'm just gonna blame you. I had. I mean,
funny stuff, Lauren.
I
You should see her. She puts on a bib and she's like Goo Goo Gaga, and they carry
Oh
this
no,
woman to
I
like school
don't.
feed like a whole group of them.
Oh my gosh.
It's like a whole like underground thing.
You know what? Yeah, so the next time you buy your favorite almond milk, I am going to what am I going to do? I'm going to, oh yeah, I know what I'm going to do.
Put
I'm going
it in a bottle and steal it.
Oh God, I didn't mean that. Well, I was going to say I was going to put a diaper over your almond milk if you wouldn't know.
Hilarious.
Or not, but
Baby bro, thirsty.
oh
Lauren,
God.
you believe that? She's into that diaper stuff.
Holy crap.
Weird.
Your brother is hilarious, Ramona.
But
I'm just telling
anyway,
you the truth.
see, so I mean, well, see, you've got to like Lorne. He's got a great sense of humor. And that's one thing. No matter how mad I've gotten at him, I've always said Lorne has a great sense of humor.
Oh, Lauren is hilarious, but the
I will grant him that. Lorne is fucking hilarious almost all the time. I mean, when he's doing drywall talk, it's mostly just boring, but like, especially when he's fucking angry, he is always funny.
doctor is like handsome. He's got that full head of hair. He probably makes $1 million a year. He's got a car and he's into you. And then you got the therapist who keeps
He
calling and
doesn't make $1
calling.
million a year because I know how much he makes. I overheard him doing.
Lauren, seriously, you sound like a great
and
guy.
it's
You sound like a super guy. But if, let's say, Ramona was your daughter, would you want her to date a doctor, or would you want her to date a guy she found on the registered sex offender list? I mean, objectively, take yourself out of the picture.
I mean, what if it was both? What if she was started dating like Maurice Wolin, you know, tall, dreamy Doc? I mean, that could have been interesting. Then he would be able to go toe to toe with the doctor and really give him run for his money.
Who would you rather have your daughter date?
Whoever makes her happy.
Right.
Yeah, but if that's all you know, and they both make her happy, what would you want?
Whichever one makes them.
Okay, well, here's the thing.
Whichever one she's happiest with. It's not my life. It's hers, and I'd want her to live her life being the happiest that she could be.
Yeah, but wouldn't you be a little bit happier if she dated the doctor?
Okay, wait.
Like
The doctor does not make $1 million a year. I overheard him say how much he makes. I overheard him say how much he makes.
Versus RSO. I mean, come on.
No, but he didn't even make $1 million last year. He made 868,000, which is not $1 million. And I overheard him say that when he was doing his banking.
Sucker. Lorne will make your bank account look like shit.
Lauren, what do you do? What do you do for work?
I'm actually starting a new job.
Oh, you're doing what?
Driving truck.
Cool. What, like delivery stuff?
Yeah, well, I've been delivering water this time.
Delivering water?
Water. Yeah,
So who are you delivering? Who are you delivering water to?
For Nestle, well, A. Pyle is who I'll be working for, but they got another contract for Nestle.
Oh, okay. Nestle.
Yeah.
Dewey Pyle.
Yeah, they're actually growing quite a bit.
Would you just like drop it off at like a business and stuff?
I'm not exactly sure 100% of where I'll be delivering to yet, because I just took my driving test with them today, and
right.
Got my physical and I did my drug test, and
okay.
I'm not 100% sure on everything yet. I won't find everything out probably until next week.
The only thing that's left is the background check. Just got to make sure that you don't have any kind of felonies or jail time or anything that wouldn't look good for someone who working for us. I bet you that's like what's actually happening, because he has a tendency to say he has a new job, and what he means is he heard a commercial on the radio saying they were hiring truckers. Like that, in his mind, that means he got the job. Or like they called him in for an interview and he had an interview and he thinks it went well, so he he got the job. In reality, they're like laughing and fucking burning his resume because it smells like a skunk, and being like, "Was that the fucking guy from NBC? Was that the sex offender?" He's an idiot.
Cool.
I just hope they don't run a background check. But Lorne, you got this. If they don't, you
Oh
got
yeah,
this. Like,
exactly,
congratulations.
Ramona.
As long as you like don't have to deliver to schools and stuff, it'd be cool.
He's not gonna have to
No, I
deliver.
don't deliver to schools. Nothing. They have to run a background check. And as long as I have nothing to do with killing somebody driving drunk or something like that, then I'm good. Or
All right, and you don't have any
robbery.
DWIs or nothing like that?
I have a DWI from 2006.
And that's his brother's fault. That is his brother's fault.
Well, it's my fault because I should have told him no. I should have told him to walk.
He wanted to walk. His brother wanted to walk fucking 20 miles through the dark in rural Maine rather than stay with Lorne. He should have told him no. Yeah, he couldn't say no. Just like you couldn't say no to the 13-year-old girl, or it's it's funny to go back and watch these old calls and just see like how little has changed. Like even I would have thought that when he quit drinking it would be different. And I mean, he's a little bit more like he's a bit more of like a beaten, broken man now than he used to be, I guess. But other than that, I mean, just the script never changes, you know.
Lord.
I didn't want him to walk on the road drunk. So
that's his brother's fault. You know.
But I also didn't think I had any alcohol in me because I hadn't drank for 6 or 7 hours.
And all I crashed into was a house. Like, come on.
It's not your fault then.
No, it's my fault because I didn't tell my brother no. I should have told him no.
One thing that Lawrence therapists and counselors have told him is that he has a problem saying no, and
It's a common thing now, yeah.
he has, and so that's one of his, you know, like, because he didn't say no to his siblings, he didn't say no, well, to his brother in that instance, and so so that's what happens with that. Is it?
Dude, your brother, Warren, sounds like a piece of work. He gets you in trouble, and then he doesn't give you food. Like, what's up with that? Why is he such a jerk?
I got a hell of a family.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. He asked me for a ride and didn't give me food, and I mean, and I'm innocent. Like all I have is that one DUI. He always goes back to that. He always just says that like it's something to be proud of. Like most people don't get any DUIs their entire life, but Lauren thinks that one is something that he can brag about. And then just that other little thing with, you know, all the multiple children that he uh, groomed and, you know, tried to assault. So clearly he's much better than his family. It's easy to see why he feels so superior to Roy.
You got a what?
I've got a hell of a family.
How many brothers and sisters do you have?
4 brothers and 1 sister.
4 brothers and 1 sister? Are they all like that?
Nope. I get two that look after me.
That look after you.
He and his one brother. I don't know if this is the one who you drove home, but his one brother has like a handful of DUIs.
No, that's not the brother that I drove home.
Oh, that's not that one?
No.
I don't know. Warren seems like a good guy, but I'm still thinking one of those 2 doctors might be better. I'm sorry, Lauren. I'm just looking out for my sis.
I understand. All I want is a fair chance for you to actually get to know me.
I deserve a chance.
I mean, you got a burrito and you got like a whole steak dinner, a vegan steak dinner with seitan and stuff. I mean, what would you choose?
Nice catch.
I would definitely take the vegan steak dinner.
And that's what the doctor is, a vegan steak. And you're kind of more like a burrito, like kind of, wrapped up and doughy. And so with the vegan steak. Just my 2 cents. No offense.
I would go with whatever Ramona wanted me to go with because all I care about is her being happy.
He cares about her being happy, like how he loves his mom. Like, what he means is that he says it all the time, but in any time that it would require the slightest inconvenience or sacrifice on his part, then he bullies her into making sure that he doesn't have to do it. So when he says that he only cares about what makes her happy, he really means him, because he genuinely only cares about what makes him happy. Other people, they're not even like, he never got past that point when you're a kid, when you realize that everyone else is like an autonomous person living their own life with their own story. He never like had that realization. So to him, they're all just like, side characters in the Lorne story. And man, I've read some like Dostoevsky and some Tolstoy, and the Lorne story is the most depressing one I've heard yet.
And he's not a
vegan
anymore.
He wants me to be vegan. He wants me to be vegan. I'm going to be vegan. And it doesn't bother me. It's food in my stomach.
One of the things.
Well, maybe we could be. I mean, I'm going up to Augusta in October to see a Cancer Bat show, and I'll be candid with you, Lauren. If you want to meet up, maybe we could, meet up and, grab some salads.
Cancer Bat?
Whoa! Stop the presses, pull the curtains, and reveal yourself, bro. I'm shocked. I can't even.
We could talk some salads too.
Pull the curtains back and let me see who I'm talking to.
That surprised me, but
this is.
But I'd love to meet you.
All right. Well, we'll have to hook something up.
He does seem like he'd be fun to hang out with.
Barry.
Oh, Barry. Barry's good. Barry talks a lot, but Barry's a good guy.
He talks well, so I'm gonna put myself.
He does, right, Lorne?
No. Don't
stop.
No, Lorne.
He does.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Hey.
Hey, Barry, you're on.
Hey, Barry.
Yeah, it sounds.
I don't know where to.
What the hell? It sounds like I'm on the party line. What
No,
are we
it's
doing
Danny.
here?
I'm Ramona's brother, Danny. We met. How you doing, bro?
Yeah. Hey,
well, Lorne didn't know your name, so now he does, I guess. But
well,
so Barry,
You won't remember it.
a lot has happened. A lot has transpired.
yeah. You bring me on the party line. It sounds like a lot has transpired. What's did I hear? I heard Lorne's voice too.
Yeah, Lorne's on.
What's up, stupid?
Flo and I are not arguing right now, but we've been arguing all day.
Okay, this is great. We got past the beginning part. This is where everything picks up. This is great. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to stop interrupting so much.
Because
What's up, stupid?
Flo and I are not arguing right now, but we've been arguing all day because of everything that with the money and whatnot, and it was almost $5,000. I'm trying to explain to him that it was not Lorne who took his $5,000. It was people who hacked my phone and took his information, because he's used my phone many times to do his banking and stuff like that, and so they got his information.
You know what's the strangest thing, Ramona? You remember that time before you were talking to Lorne whenever your phone got hacked? Oh, I'm sorry. That never happened before you started talking to Lorne. It kind of makes me wonder,
It is affiliated with Lorne. It's not Lorne who did it himself, but Lorne, as I guess you and Bro know, has a community of.
Is a thief?
He calls them weirdos.
Oh,
No. He has a community of like, he has like a I don't know,
Yeah,
Lorne. I don't know if you call it a
They're
posse.
like fans. He's got fans. That's
the
He has
church
fans.
thing. It's the church thing.
And one
The
of his
internet.
fans, well, here's
One
the
of the
thing.
guys is even like the Pope. He's like the Pope of the whole Church of Lorne. How crazy
Yeah.
is that?
It's stupid, man. His
That is
videos are
so
all the whole thing is really weird. I'm not, but I will say this, Danny, and Ramona doesn't like to spend a lot of time looking at that stuff, and I've tried to kind of get her to take a look at those things with me, but
No,
it's a strange that whole scene is really weird. It's off, right? They're all crazy, but I got to be honest. I've gleaned some interesting information about Lorne from some of those videos.
please don't reveal anything.
Well, look,
Please
that all
don't.
depends. I mean, Danny, what do you
Yeah.
think about Lorne? What do you think about Lorne?
Well, I've never talked to Lorne before
what
today.
you know. Okay.
Lorne sounds
So-
like he's cool. He's funny. He's got his own fan club.
Uh-huh.
I like hearing
Well-
him laugh at the diaper stories. Sorry, I don't know if Barry knows. That's all. Don't worry, Barry, about that stuff. But I'm trying to
Yeah,
tell her that, dude, you call her all the time. You're so in love with her, Ramona. I don't know.
Well,
I'm
let's
sorry to
not-
get involved in this, but I don't have a filter. And I don't know if you know about the other guy. There's another doctor out there that's all over her, too.
Yeah,
And yet
sure.
she-
Yeah,
She went
he
from PhD to RSO, and I just don't understand. And mom and dad are just going ape shit over
Well,
it.
hey, listen. As long as we're comparing proverbial dick sizes, I've spent my life studying the works of Freud, and Lorne spent his life studying fraud. So, if we're going to compare one guy against another like that, I'll put my credentials up against Lorne's.
You heard what he said, or maybe you didn't hear when he told,
PhD to RSO was good, but the Freud one was terrible. I don't know. You gotta just go. You gotta just go with the flow, my man. You can't have these in the tank when you start. It comes off as fucking awkward.
he didn't get food. He did all that work for his brother
No,
and
yeah,
sister,
yeah.
and all he
Are you-
wanted
are you-
was some dinner.
Are
and he
we, are
didn't
we
get
back
the
to
dinner.
we're back to the meatballs again, Lorne?
Meatball.
Is that what you
Barry,
pulled out
Well,
from
he
Danny?
was-
If
he
he
didn't
did all
get-
this work and he didn't get a meatball. I mean,
No, guys, but he didn't get the meatballs, the mac and cheese, and the deviled eggs, and
And
that upset
Ramona,
him.
you know what a dear you are to me, Danny. What I know about you, you're a good guy. You know that I think the world of your family, and I've really enjoyed getting to know your sister. And when it was a wonderful experience. They're wonderful people, and obviously they raised some great kids. So they're fine people. But for either one of you, for even a second, to grant Lorne an ounce of immunity from the life that he's lived and the things that he's done because of some goddamn meatballs is beyond the pale. I cannot understand how he's pulled the wool over either one of your eyes.
Barry, it's not just
it's-
meatballs. There was mac and
It's
cheese
not his fault.
and meatballs.
It's not his fault, though.
It's not his fault.
It's
What
not
kind
his
of-
fault.
Well, I don't know if
because
you're
he-
being
because
sarcastic, but I'm not, because he didn't. His siblings used the hell out of him, and he's told me this for months and months and months. I mean, that was one of the first things that he told me. His siblings used him, and that really messed him up. He's the youngest of 5 or 6 ones.
Let me explain something to you guys.
Super.
I don't know.
I love how there's 2 men on the phone right now with Lorne. So he's a little fucking church mouse, you know. You see this throughout the calls. He's such a big man when it's just the girl on the phone. But then the second there's another man in the picture. When he's fighting with Will, he's acting all tough, but then he just very quietly and patiently waits until he's sure Will's gone before he starts talking shit again. And now there are 2 men on the phone. The first thing he said was to confirm that he had 5 siblings. He just hasn't spoken up for himself once other than that.
Barry, he's the youngest of 6, and
Mhm.
he's told me before that he's idolized his siblings. And I mean, I don't want to say I idolize Bro, but I really admire him and I really respect him. And I mean,
So
if he
So if he said he was going to buy you some dinner and he didn't buy you dinner, you go fuck a little boy, you go rape a little kid. Is that what you would do?
Jeez.
No, he doesn't like little boy faces.
Jeez. Well, no, but
Would you? Why not?
messed up at that time.
Wouldn't you be within your rights? I mean, he said he was going to take you and buy you some vegan stuffed peppers, and he didn't. So, you know, let's go find a little kid and kick his head in or something.
So don't you find it
But
put you down when you're going into your own profession, in the codes of your own profession?
it didn't happen like that.
Yeah, and this is where he starts, but it's great. I mean, the fucking mac and cheese. Like, what can you say to that? He's absolutely right. Like, and Lorne, in his little pea brain, he knows that he has nothing he can say about that. The argument is fucking over right here. So instead, he's just, well, therapists aren't supposed to say mean stuff to people ever.
What did you say, Lorne?
Because don't you find that a little odd that you're constantly trying to put me down when you don't even stick to the codes of your own profession?
I'm not operating in a professional capacity, Lorne, and I don't have a problem with putting you down at all. I kind of like it, in fact.
From what my therapist told me, you weren't operating in any professional capacity.
Well, your therapist probably told you that you have a bright future, too. Not all therapists are created equal, buddy.
That's right. My therapist did tell me I have a bright future. You know why?
Oh, Lorne, no.
She told me how to be a therapist.
Because her job is to make you feel good about yourself. My job is to tell the truth.
Your job isn't to put people down.
I call it like I see it. I call it like I see it. Let me ask you a question.
You don't listen to people because you talk too much.
I'm listening to you right now, and all you're saying is, I want you to stop putting me down. It's just like we said in the last time I talked to you, Lorne, and at the end of the call you kept saying, Barry, you're a loser. Barry, you're a faggot. Barry, you're a loser. So in the first place,
you know why I did that? Because what did you tell Ramona? You told Ramona that I was a loser.
You did it because you're a professional hypocrite. So it's all right.
Oof. Professional hypocrite is good. I like this one. I think I heard it's probably at the end of the video where they're just talking about stuff, but the guy who plays Barry was like, he was trying to be just the voice of the community and basically just say everything to Lorne that we've all wanted to say to him the whole time. So it's really nice. He does a good job of it. I mean, there are some flaws you can pick at. He's got some moments where it's a little bit questionable and Ramona interrupts him a bit, but overall he really does get most of it said to Lorne. He just lays it all out bare.
Right, for you to do it. But let's focus in on that for a second. Why don't you tell me what makes me a loser, and then I'll get my turn to tell you what makes you a loser. And Danny can hear it, and he can be the judge.
How did I do that?
I got an open mind.
I got an open mind.
I don't want to talk because I don't even like talking to you, Barry.
Well, get over it. Talk to
Bam.
me. Tell me what makes me a loser.
I'm scared.
Back up your words. I'm a loser. Tell me what makes me a loser. You're quiet all of a sudden. Did Lorne connect? He's not talking now. He's talking a lot of minutes ago.
I don't care to talk to Barry.
Buddy.
Lorne, tell
Barry a chance here. Have an open mind.
Tell Danny what makes Barry a loser. You don't want to talk to me? Tell them what makes me a loser. We're all listening.
Laura, I know Barry a little bit, and he seems like a nice guy. What do you mean he's a loser? What makes him a loser?
No, guys, listen. Lorne just, you guys are just angry, and everything is great. Everything is perfect. Everything is wonderful.
I'm not angry. I'm
Everything is
calling him
perfect.
out.
I just got $5,000 stolen from me.
But you're going to get it back, and everything is great. But the biggest thing
And
is
unrelated
back.
events,
Not
Lawrence
that
just
great.
had a
Why do you keep saying
$5,000
that?
windfall. Lawrence gonna be like, hey, baby, I just bought $5,000 worth of cheap beer and
But
cigarettes.
everything's going to be okay. And you know what? And I'm going to tell you something. Because I had asked you, Barry, when you were my therapist, I had asked you, and I mean, and I still, I still like the fact that you do give good advice. But I had asked you before if, when Lorne won the lottery, would all of our problems go away?
No, if Lorne won the lottery, all of your problems would be gilded with gold. But Lorne's not going to win the lottery. So why don't we operate in the realm of probable reality? He's not going to win the lottery. He's not going to win any singing contest. He's a loser, and he's always going to be a loser until he decides to admit to himself that he's a loser.
Okay,
Or maybe there's a chance he'll change one day. But,
okay, listen. No. Okay, so maybe he won't win the lottery, but maybe he'll get his name taken off the registered sex offender registry.
Wouldn't that be wonderful?
You see what I mean? Like, this is what people complain about. She's defending Lorne. You don't find that shit fucking hilarious? It's like, well, look, okay, how about this? What if someday he got his name taken off of the RSO list? It's so pathetic. Like, Lauren, are you not embarrassed by this, man? When he comes out and is like, okay, like you back up your words, tell me why you said that. And there's just awkward silence, and then he goes, I don't even want to talk to him. Like, does that not embarrass Lauren to do that in front of his girl? Like, this is over, dude. Hang up. Just hang up. Nothing is going to get better from here.
And me and Emma and Lorne had discussed that. Do you remember that, Lorne?
Yep.
When we had discussed that because I know you know the doctor, but his brother he's actually a doctor and a lawyer. And I had mentioned that in the call, and Emma had came up with the idea of seeing if we could use him, or not use him, but see if we could get him to petition to get Lorne's name off the registry. Now, I don't think that that's the sector of law that he deals with. He deals with medical law, which is why he has to be an MD as well as a lawyer so that he can understand those issues. But if we were to get Lorne's name taken off the registry, and let's say Lorne got a good job, and let's say Lorne stopped drinking, Lorne could be, and he did get a job, by the way, but Lorne could be, back to new.
Back to new.
He was when he was 25.
Yeah, except that he's twice that age, which are the things that make him such a danger to you. Here's the thing. I feel RSO is just 3 letters. He did what he did. And I'm going to tell you something else. We've talked about the timeline before, about the fact that he went from talking to the girl the first time to showing up for sex within a month, right? And it would have been way quicker than that if he thought her parents would have been gone. Okay, I looked at the chat log the other day, and I figured out that there was a span of 90 minutes between when he said hello to that girl and when he sent her a picture of his penis. 90 minutes.
God damn.
I think what happened there, I can explain that, because I think what happened there. I can explain that. No. Okay, listen. No. Okay, listen. You know how, people will go, on Facebook and they'll get into, political arguments. They'll get into arguments over, I don't know, is the sky blue or is it pink? And they will say things that they would not say to each other face to face. Now, here's what happened with Lorne. I do not believe that if Lorne were talking with a 13-year-old or whatever face to face, that he would ever just whip out his penis after a 90-minute conversation. I think what happened is that Lorne kind of got into, you sound like you don't believe me, but I'm going to keep saying what I'm saying because this is the truth. Lorne, tell me if you agree. I think that Lorne kind of got into a mindset where it wasn't real, where he was just, almost like he was typing and just, on autopilot. Because Lorne, you wouldn't have shown a 13-year-old your penis in face to face after 90 minutes.
No, that's the kind of thing. That's the kind of thing you work up with a person. And we were watching that episode with Mom, and that other guy.
Hold on, one at a time.
The other guy wanted to have the girl wear her underpants for 3 days, and then he wanted to sniff them. Lorne didn't want to sniff. Wait, Lorne, you didn't want to sniff old underpants, did you?
Nope.
Lauren was later seen sniffing and licking and wearing on his head old underpants covered in absolutely disgusting filth.
No, he
Gross,
just
right?
wanted to sniff young. He wanted to sniff young pussy, which is worse.
Oof.
But no, but Lauren, am I right in what I said earlier?
Yes, you are.
See, take that. I would have waited longer than 90 minutes before I showed her my penis. I would have been too scared if I was in person.
Told
Yes,
you.
you are. Okay, great, good, wonderful. Okay, so that's the story he's going with tonight. Fine. Let's lock in on that and let's unpack that a little bit.
Well, okay,
So
let me
we're
just
saying-
finish it. So he would not have
there's
shown
more.
a 13-year-old. No, what I'm saying is he would not have shown a 13-year-old his penis after a 90-minute conversation if they had been face to face.
That's very admirable. But let's question the judgment of a man who decided that because he wasn't face to face with a 13-year-old girl, it was a reasonable action to send her a picture of his penis. And let's
Barry,
ask ourselves this:
he never even meant to do it.
well, he did it.
But he didn't mean
He
to do
didn't
it.
want. He did no, but he says he has always
Okay,
said
so-
he does not want to go to that house.
So then, Danny, let's why don't you explain to me how a guy sends a picture of his penis to a 13-year-old girl when he didn't mean to? He did it accidentally? Did he hit the wrong button?
I don't know. Lauren, did you do it accidentally? Why did
No,
you
I
send her
think-
pictures?
On behalf of
I was messed up.
he was
You were
messed
messed
up
I was.
because
That was messed up. And she didn't fucking ask for them either. If you read the chat log, he like immediately just starts like, testing the water of asking about sexual shit. And then like once he goes in, he's in. And then he's just like, you ever seen one? You want to see mine? You do, right? Yes. And I mean, I could see him sending an accidental one because he is naked all the time. And apparently, a lot of the pictures of unrelated stuff that he'll send to his catfish, like, look, baby, I'm doing the dishes, or like his whatever hole in the wall that his project is working on that day. It'll just have his little fucking cock in like the corner of the picture, just like a little, like a Where's Waldo or some shit. He's weird, man. There's something wrong with him.
of his siblings using him, and he wasn't
Right.
in a great
The
frame
meatballs.
of mind.
Meatballs.
The meatballs.
Because a year before somebody didn't give him the macaroni and cheese, he sent a picture of his penis to a 13-year-old girl, even though he didn't mean to.
It sounds stupid. I understand.
Now,
but put
that's
yourself
all
in
you gotta
Lauren's
say.
shoes.
Now, there's no but is needed after that thought. It sounds stupid. It sounds stupid.
But when you understand, like with Lauren's position, now Lauren, I stand behind you, and I defend you and everything. The only thing I'm not sure about, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, is if you were intending on having sex when you went to the Sting house. That's the only thing that
I can answer that.
No, let Lauren answer it.
Oh, okay.
No, because I didn't intend to go there.
He didn't
was
even
trying
need to go there.
I mean, okay, it's obvious that that's stupid, and your intentions can be deduced from your actions. But even Lorne himself, at one point, like, I think it was something with Will and Jamie, and it was like, oh yeah, he spanked her ass, and he didn't even mean to do it, something like that. And Lorne is like, if he didn't mean to do it, he wouldn't have done it. Just without thinking about it at all. I love how I don't understand. I don't understand how he ever can pursue this line of defense. Like the chat log has days of planning, and his whole defense is that like he wasn't ever planning on doing it. He was just saying all that, and like so he planned to do it, but secretly was not going to do it. But then, by a cruel twist of fate, on the day of, he accidentally did do what he was planning to do, but pretending to not want to do. Got it.
He was trying to go to the Burger King, and instead he ended up at this house, and he was like, well, maybe this is the Burger King. They didn't put the sign up yet.
He couldn't make a U-turn.
Is that what happened there, old Lorne? Oh, I forgot
Okay,
you were talking.
let me explain it. Let me explain this to you, Barry.
He's
I did what
ignoring
I
me like
did,
a
and I
mature
paid my
adult.
time for it.
Let Lauren explain.
Right.
I did what I did, and I paid my time for it.
Sure.
I have no reason to explain anything to you, Barry.
Technically, you don't, in the sense that I'm not in a position of
Not
authority over you.
not only technically, but in any other manner, I have no reason to explain anything to you, Barry.
That's fine, but
I am going to cut it there. My phone is dying and I got to go pick my wife up from work. I will do the rest of this call in a few different parts. Um, Let me know if you guys have any suggestions for any other videos I should do, and have a good one.